Hello everyone, welcome to my simple zoology class. In today's video, I'll be dealing with the physiology chapter, that is digestion and absorption. From that, I've taken a subtopic that is very important, that is physiology of digestion. Okay, what exactly is physiology of digestion? Wherein we'll be understanding how the food particles are going to break down and how they are going to segregate themselves in the entire body system. That itself will be understood. Now, this physiology of the digestion mechanism is being carried out in two different ways. One is in the mechanical way and the other one is the chemical way. Okay, now the mechanical method of digestion majorly takes place in our mouth and as well as in the small intestine. Small intestine. So this is very important to remember. Questions will definitely come. Which are those two locations? One is the mouth, the other one is the small intestine. Now chemical digestion is nothing but some sort of enzymes are going to come in different locations of the body parts so that they'll help in the breakdown of those intaken food particles. That itself is called as what? Chemical digestion. Now one by one, if we go in detail how and what way the digestion is going to take place, we'll understand very clearly. First, starting with the digestion in the oral cavity, also known as buccal cavity. Now here in the oral cavity, that is in our mouth, the mechanical digestion is carried out with the help of our teeth, our tongue and lips. So these three play a very important role in the mechanical digestion through a procedure that is called as chewing, also known as mastication. Please do remember. Okay, mastication, also known as chewing. Then coming to the chemical digestion. Now here in our mouth or in the saliva, if I have to be more specific, there is one enzyme present and the name of the enzyme is also known as salivary amylase, salivary amylase, alpha amylase, also known as ptyalin. So any name you remember, well and good. Okay, it has got three different names, that is salivary amylase, alpha amylase and ptyalin. So this particular enzyme is going to help in the initial breakdown of our carbohydrate. So one such question has definitely come. I've seen in 2 to 3 question papers that where is the initial digestion of carbohydrate, or you can rather call it as what? Starch is going to take place. The starch is broken down or the carbohydrate is broken down using this particular enzyme. You can either call it as salivary amylase or alpha amylase or ptyalin, that is going to break down to give rise to what? Maltose. Over here, please make a note of it, that is 30% of the carbohydrates is broken down in our oral cavity. That means the initial breakdown of the carbohydrates takes place over here itself in the oral cavity. Please do remember 30% of the starch in the buccal cavity is digested using this particular enzyme, and the name of the enzyme is salivary amylase or alpha amylase or ptyalin. I hope I was clear with this. This is the first part of it. Now coming to the second location, that is in the stomach region. Digestion in the stomach region. Now what exactly happens over here? Okay, here digestion of renin and all, or digestion of pepsin, everything starts over here. Now if I have to go one by one in detail, now in the form of bullet points I'll be mentioning. Renin, R-E-N-N-I-N is different, R-E-N-I-N is also different. Please to remember the difference between the spellings, because R-E-N-I-N comes in the chapter excretory products and their elimination. Here R-E-N-N-I-N. This is also known as chymosin. Please do remember, what is it also known as? Chymosin. Okay, this renin is present in the childhood stage of mammals only, nowhere else. Okay, this renin enzyme is present in the childhood stage. What does it do? It helps in the conversion of milk into curd like substances, so that there is clotting of the milk products taking place, so that it will easily gets digested inside the body. But when it comes to adult stage, it is seen to be completely inactive. Okay, present in or active during the childhood stage, which helps in curdling of milk, whereas inactive during the adulthood stage. Now, this renin is going to act on milk. It acts on milk. To do what? It acts on milk protein, and the name of the milk protein is casein. You have to remember all these names, okay? That is chymosin, casein, all these things are very, very important to remember, okay? Renin is going to act on milk protein, that is casein, and gets converted into calcium paracaseinate. What does it convert itself into? Calcium paracaseinate. Now this process itself, where it is going to act on milk protein, that is casein, to get converted itself into calcium paracaseinate, that itself is called as what? Curdling of milk. What is it called as? Curdling of milk. Now, renin, it is seen absent in the case of adult human, and this curdling, now because it is inactive during the adulthood stage, who is going to do the other work? That means instead of renin, somebody else has to do the curdling of milk, right? In the adulthood stage, that is taken care by our hydrochloric acid, which is readily present in our stomach, or it can be pepsin. So these two come into action, making sure that the curdling of the milk will be done. Okay, then next one, digestion by pepsin. So first we saw digestion by renin, the second one is digestion by pepsin. This is the other enzyme which is present in the stomach. Now there is inactive pepsinogen present inside the stomach. Okay, what is present? Inactive pepsinogen. Pepsinogen is present inside the stomach. On getting a pH, that is of the hydrochloric acid itself, so HCl, helps in the conversion of inactive pepsinogen into active pepsin form. Okay, this pepsin helps in the breakdown of the proteins. Please do remember, what does it do? It helps in the breakdown of proteins initially, like how we saw in the previous one, that in the oral cavity, initial breakdown of the starch is taken care by the mouth. Here the initial breakdown of the proteins will be taken care by the pepsin, which is present in the stomach. If I have to write down in the form of reaction, proteins are broken down using the active pepsin, okay, to form peptones, proteoses, and peptides. Okay, this is what is going to happen. Then there is another one also present inside the stomach. What is that another one which is present inside the stomach? Is gastric lipase. Gastric is nothing but what? Stomach itself, right? Lipase is nothing but something which is going to help in the breakdown of our fats. What is that? Gastric lipase. Okay, this helps in the conversion of fats into fatty acids and glycerol. Since it is present in the stomach, you call it as gastric lipase. Okay, it is present in, I mean, it is basically secreted in less amount, so less digestion of fats takes place over here inside the stomach. Okay, gastric lipase helps in the conversion of fats into fatty acids and glycerol. Okay, I hope you have liked my video. If you have liked my video, please like, share, and subscribe.